Hello everyone. In my past lecture, we have studied about the what do you mean by chemical equation, chemical reaction, and we have studied two types of chemical reaction, that is exothermic and endothermic. I am just repeating a little bit about this. Exothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat is released, and on the other hand, endothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat is absorbed. Yes, to complete a chemical reaction, heat is required in some reactions. Those reactions are endothermic reactions. Today we are going further. Now we are going to study combination reactions. Combination means क्या होता है? किसी भी चीज को combine करना. Yes. So here we are having reactants, more than one reactants, and these reactants are combining to form one product. These sides are reactants and this is our product. So it means when two or more than two reactants are combining together to form one product, it is known as combination reaction. If I talk about at the molecular level, just see, it can be drawn like this. So I have made this thing very clear. When two or more than two reactants are combining together to form one product, it is combination reaction. We will take some examples. For example, C plus O2 forms carbon dioxide. Here C is coal and O2 is oxygen, and both are combining together to form carbon dioxide. Coal is a very pure form of carbon. Okay. So if we are burning the coal in the presence of oxygen, whenever something is burned, always it is present in the oxygen. Carbon dioxide forms. If I talk about at the molecular level, see, it is our carbon, it's our oxygen. Now, what is happening? At molecular level, carbon atom is combining with the two atoms of oxygen. Clear? Now the next example, hydrogen plus chloride. It forms hydrogen chloride. Okay? So hydrogen is combining with chlorine and is forming hydrochloric acid. It is also a combination reaction. Why it is a combination reaction? Because two reactants are combining together to form one product. Now next, water. H2 plus O2 is giving you water. Here hydrogen is combining with oxygen to form water. Next example, calcium oxide plus H2O. Yes, here calcium oxide, it is CaO is calcium oxide. Students, please keep the formulas in mind. And we also said calcium oxide as lime. Here H2O means water. Both are combining to form calcium hydroxide. It's calcium hydroxide. While learning these reactions, keep these formulas in your mind, because in the exams sometimes they are not writing the formula, they are writing the names. So you should know what formula stands for what name. Now coming to the next reaction is decomposition reaction. Yes. One more thing. During the combination reaction, generally heat is released. So in general, combination reactions are also exothermic reactions, because generally in the combination reaction heat always releases. Now coming to the next reaction is decomposition reaction. Yes, here the reactant is dividing into two or more than two products, but it should heat is applied in it. Yes, in decomposition reaction we are applying heat to the reactants, and then reactants are divided into two or more than two products. It is known as A plus B. At molecular level, I am going to make you understand this. These are two molecules and now they are being divided. It is clear, I think. Now, in spite of heat, there could be electricity also, or sunlight also. It could be anything. So, generally what it is implying, we have studied that when heat is applied at the reactant side, it is endothermic reaction. So, generally decomposition reactions are endothermic reactions too. We are going to take some examples of decomposition reactions. It's silver chloride. Students, I am repeating again, kindly keep the formulas in your minds because it is very important. Here we are applying sunlight. Now it is breaking into two, Ag plus Cl. Okay. Now, what is this? Ag means silver and this is chlorine. Being a gas, it just escapes in the environment and its solid part it accumulates. So what is applied here? AgCl is dividing into on the application of sunlight is dividing into silver and chlorine. So one compound is breaking into more than one compound. That is 1 and 2. Therefore it is a decomposition reaction. Coming to the next reaction is CaCO3. That is calcium carbonate. Now calcium carbonate on application of heat. Here this triangle means heat. You can also draw this triangle in your exams. There is nothing to worry. Now calcium carbonate is dividing into calcium oxide plus H2O. It is quicklime. Calcium oxide is also known as quicklime. I think I am very much clear. CaCO3, that is one compound and it is breaking into two compounds more. That is calcium oxide and water. Taking one more example. When we are taking the water, okay, it is dividing into hydrogen plus oxygen. So water is dividing into two compounds, that is hydrogen plus oxygen. Here it is one compound and on the application of electricity it is dividing into two. So it is also a decomposition reaction. Now coming to the next reaction is displacement reaction. It's a very simple reaction, students, like AB plus C. We are having two reactants and here C will replace A. So it will be BC plus A. Now why C is replacing A? C is replacing A because C is more powerful than A. So it has the right to replace A. We always see in our daily life कि ताकतवर जो होता है वो कमजोर को रिप्लेस कर लेता है. तो यहाँ भी ये हो रहा है, C की रिएक्टिविटी ज़्यादा है A से, तो वो A को रिप्लेस कर रहा है. बच्चों ये रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज होती है जो कि साइंटिस्ट ने बहुत सारे एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करके हमें बताई थी कि कौन ज़्यादा रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट है, कौन नॉन रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट है, लेस रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट है. सो कभी भी हमें वो जब टेबल हमें जब रिएक्शंस करते हैं तो हम वो रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज याद रखते हैं. तो रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज इस तरह से है. पोटेशियम इज द मोस्ट रिएक्टिव मेटल, देन कम्स सोडियम, देन कम्स कैल्शियम, देन कम्स मैग्नीशियम, now then comes aluminium, then comes carbon, then comes zinc, then comes iron, tin, then comes lead, then comes hydrogen, copper, silver and gold. So among these potassium is the highly reactive metal and gold is the least reactive metal. So we are going to study some reactions and we will see how the more reactive metals are replacing the less reactive metals. Taking one example. Now, I am not rubbing this reactivity series so that you can understand in more better way. Now, copper sulfate plus zinc. Now what will happen? We will see copper and zinc. I think zinc is more reactive than copper. See, zinc is coming higher to the copper. So zinc will replace replace copper and will form zinc sulfate plus copper. Copper will be eliminated. Clear? Now we will take one more example. Now zinc SO4 plus iron. Now just think a little whether zinc sulfate or zinc will be replaced by iron or not. Now see, where is the zinc? Zinc is coming to higher than the iron. So zinc is more reactive than iron. So iron will not replace the zinc. In this displacement reactions, only highly reactive metal replaces the less reactive metal. If they are less reactive metal, then the reaction will not take place. It will be as it is in the solution. So I think all these three reactions are there, and we have cleared each and everything about this. And we have left with the double displacement reaction and oxidation reduction and redox reaction. We will complete these reactions in our next lecture. Thank you all.